life can be difficult. There are seasons when we feel overwhelmed, discouraged, afraid, or uncertain about the future. Sometimes the challenges we face seem bigger than our strength. But God's Word reminds us that we are never alone. Today, we'll explore powerful Bible verses that can bring comfort, strength, hope, and peace during life's toughest moments. If you're facing a challenge right now, allow these scriptures to encourage your heart and remind you of God's promises. When you feel overwhelmed, Psalm chapter 46, verse 1. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. When life's pressures seem too heavy to carry, remember that God is your refuge. You don't have to face your struggles by yourself. He's present in every storm and every trial. When you are anxious about the future, Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 to 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. The future may feel uncertain, but God's guidance is never uncertain. Trusting Him doesn't mean having all the answers. It means believing that He does. When fear tries to take over, Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. Fear often whispers worst-case scenarios. Faith reminds us that God is bigger than every challenge. He promises to strengthen, help, and uphold us through every difficulty. When you feel weak, 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. You don't need to be strong all the time. God's strength shines brightest when we acknowledge our need for Him. His grace is enough for every battle you face. When you're carrying heavy burdens, Matthew chapter 11, verse 28. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Jesus invites us to bring our worries, fears, and struggles to Him. He offers rest for weary souls. No burden is too heavy for God's hands. When you need peace, Philippians chapter 4, verse 6 to 7. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. God's peace is different from the world's peace. It does not depend on perfect circumstances. His peace can guard your heart, even when life feels uncertain. When you feel alone. Deuteronomy chapter 31, verse 8. The Lord Himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you, nor forsake you. There may be times when you feel isolated or forgotten, but God promises that His presence never leaves you. He walks beside you through every valley and every mountain. When you need courage, Joshua chapter 1, verse 9. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward while trusting God. Whatever challenge stands before you, God goes with you. When life feels impossible, Luke chapter 1, verse 37. For nothing will be impossible with God. What appears impossible to us is possible with God. He specializes in making a way where there seems to be no way. Keep believing, keep praying, keep trusting. When you need hope, Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Your current situation is not the end of your story. God sees the bigger picture. Even when you cannot see the path ahead, He is working for your good. God's promise through every challenge. Romans chapter 8, verse 28. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him. Every challenge has a purpose. Every struggle can become a testimony. God can use even the hardest seasons of life to shape us, strengthen us, and draw us closer to Him. If you are going through a difficult season right now, remember these truths. God is your strength. God is your refuge. God is your peace. God is your provider. God is your hope. The challenge you're facing today does not define your future. God's promises are greater than your circumstances. Keep praying, keep believing, keep trusting. Because the God who carried you yesterday is the same God who will carry you tomorrow. Psalm chapter 55, verse 22. Cast your cares on the Lord, and He will sustain you. May God's word encourage your heart, strengthen your faith, and remind you that brighter days are ahead. Thank you for watching, and may God bless you.